Hey guys, thanks for joining me again. So I'm still stuck at home. As you can see, my crutches are behind me. My ankle's still no good, so I'm hoping to go back to work in a couple of days. So it's a quick video on fire. Now, this is my surefire kit, so an absolute guaranteed way of making fire in the woods without having to do very much processing, very much prep. Obviously, you still need to get your timber and so on and so forth, but this is to get an ember, to get a blaze going. You know, absolute surefire way of making fire with as little processing as possible. So I wanted to talk quickly about what automatically goes onto my bout when I get into the woods or when I get out. So I automatically have a knife that goes on my bout, and this is a Scout Carry. It's the TBS Wolverine. It's a really nice knife, but the sheath they come with, to be honest, yeah, needs a lot of work. So I got Field and Craft to make me a nice Kydex one with a leather Scout Carry. So that goes straight on my belt. This then goes straight in my pocket. This is the made in Sweden, I think it's the Waldo, and it's carabined onto my trousers. So it's nice and light, weighs nothing really. And I learnt this from a guy at the Bushcraft show. I did one of the first aid courses there, and he teaches canoeing trips. So this goes on his belt, onto his belt pouch and in his pocket. So he's always got a way of making fire. His knife goes on his belt, so he's always got a way of cutting. And he also keeps a very small first aid kit in his pocket in a Ziploc bag, which obviously keeps it all dry and clean. So I thought that's a brilliant idea, and that's something that I will endeavour to do. So to go into the pouch itself, so we've got a knife and we've got a ferrocerium rod. The pouch itself, this is one of the Maxpedition pouches. If I open them up, you've got a buckle there. You can see it's already undone. This is like the 6th time I've done this video. So in there to start off with is a lump of fatwood. Okay, I probably need to replace this for a bigger piece. You can see it's been well used. From there we have another ferrocerium rod. This is the Bear Grylls edition. It's not a bad ferrocerium rod, just a ferro rod. Nothing special. Pocket bellows. I absolutely love pocket bellows. I think they should be part of every fire kit. I've saved so many fires with this. I'm a Cub Scout leader, and when we're teaching them when we're teaching fire, they tend to just pour loads and loads of wood on you, try and explain to them that they're destroying the fire triangle and starving it of oxygen. But like with that, I can actually go and rescue the fire, and the Cubs love doing it as well. You've got to try and keep them a little bit further away. Then we have good old-fashioned lighter. And we start going into tinders. So we have some inner tube from a bicycle, and this is brilliant. This is a Ramir's trick, I believe. Well, that's where I learned it from. I don't know whether he invented it. Chop up very small bits, take a match or a lighter to it, and it will burn. It stinks, it's hideous, but it's an absolute guaranteed way of making fire. I think he uses it in his rainforest trips, which obviously means everything's going to be damp, but a very good way of doing fire. Then we have a Learn and Live Fire card. And it's just jog your memory, things like that. Something to read. So yeah, that's all that in the front pouch. That was that pouch there. And now we enter the main compartment. So I have a small knife. This is the Chris Kane Survivor folder, friction folder or whatever. It's always nice to have a knife in your fire kit for processing. And I'll show some of that later. So a knife. And then we have some matches. These are the stormproof matches. We have some Vaseline, and I'll show you what that's for later. We have a candle. So when you use a match, you use a match to start the candle, and then use the candle to start the fire. Same as the lighter, it uses up less fuel. And then we have a pencil sharpener. Those of you with children, it's a really easy way of them making tinder from larger branches that stays in this kit, because then I know where it is, I don't lose it. So you find twigs that are small enough, you stick them in, twist it around like you would a pencil, and the shavings is what you can use to make a fire. So that's everything bar the shore tinders. Now in this bag is cotton wool and jute twine. There's about 5 meters of jute twine there, and I don't know, about 20 balls of cotton wool. Fluff them all up, add a little bit of Vaseline, throw a spark on them, guaranteed way of making fire. So for those of you who haven't seen jute twine, this is what it looks like when you fluff it up. And to fluff it up, you literally lay it on something hard, like so. You use 2 fingers to hold it apart, and in between your 2 fingers you rub the sharp edge of your knife, and that's what happens. So on true Blue Peter fashion, here's one I made earlier. Throw a spark on that and it'll go up like cotton wool. And as you can see there, it takes up much less space. I mean, that one's come loose because I've already cut this piece off just to show you that, as I said, in Blue Peter fashion. So it takes up no space, and it just literally weighs nothing. All of that in a Ziploc bag, keep it nice and dry inside the pouch, which is also water resistant. I think they don't claim to be waterproof, but it is water resistant. There are other ways of making fire, obviously, with practice. You can do flint and steel, you can do fire piston, you can do friction by fire, or fire by friction, sorry. And those are all brilliant, but they're not sure ways of making fire instantly. These are, you know, crap's hit the fan, I need to get a fire going, or I'm really tired, I need a brew, and that sort of thing. So nice, easy, sure ways of making fire. Hope you like the video, guys. Please like, comment, share, and let us know what you think. Thank you very much.